Dear Boomers, this has been a very fun week in that, besides all the political stuff, which not so fun, um, I had Sam Bennett on my show and we discussed the 15-minute method. The 15-minute method. So I chose as my method yesterday to start tuning and playing my violin. So today I actually played This Is Your Land, My Land Is Your Land, Arlo Guthrie. And then I thought another 15 minutes of dancing. They call it walking dancing, and that was fun. So taking these creative moments out of every day is very helpful to your energy and to your boosting of energy. For me, I had a wonderful time in actually two Zooms, one with Sophie and another with Evan Carmichael. And we were discussing ways to use AI and ways to, use AI so that we're not constantly editing and working on the perfectionism that can come through doing these videos. I don't really fall prey to that because I like to just make these things and go. I don't know how to edit. And I think it's time for me to learn a little bit about editing. But I like the idea of picking up this violin again. And every time I play, it reminds me of the life that I lived and the life I am going to live going forward. There was somebody on Evan Carmichael's Zoom today who needs an editor. And I believe the editor is in reading. I could be a good editor, or I could be a good voiceover. I think my voice is such that it would do justice to anything I read. So I'm trying to think of ways to make money before, I become successful making money on the Dean Holland methods and other methods, making money off the YouTube videos that I make and just making enough money to pay my bills. So there's the fear that seniors have, is that they will outlive their savings. And that is a true thing. That's what we truly have a little bit of a fear about. But so what is your 15-minute magical thing? Mine is playing the fiddle 15 minutes a day and making sure my fiddle is tuned. Also, I like to do a little dance. First of all, it's too hot to go outside, believe it or not. It's not necessarily the heat, which it is. It's the absolute humidity. Ugh, really humid, really humid. And I believe we're working on a little bit of a thunderstorm. And the dogs are enjoying hanging out inside. They aren't really asking to go out on any long walks. I think it would be a mistake if I wouldn't take them even if they wanted to go. So I have my little walking mat. I walked 5,000 miles on the mat, and I walked a few other 1,000 miles on the dance, doing some, they call it walk dancing. And when I play my violin, I get pretty spirited about that, so I put a few more steps on. So what is your 15-minute method? What are you choosing to do to make that you love to do? Or something that you've always loved to do, but have not done for one reason or another. I believe the reason I wasn't picking up my violin is because I had so many good memories of playing with my late husband and our friends, and it was like so much fun. We would play Irish music on March the 17th, St. Paddy's Day, but most importantly, we would have people come down to the house or at my friend Ellen's house, and we would sit out and on her backyard and play music. She had a lovely, lovely voice. I played the fiddle, Tom sang, Dick Cliver played the banjo, and it was really fun, you know. So I think the reason I didn't pick this up before now, well, first of all, Sam Bennett's um, referral for the 15-minute method has been helpful. There's things that we really love to do that we don't do because of some sort of, what would it be? A hang up, false belief, a sadness, a depression. So when you finally do that 15-minute thing, you lift your spirits in a way that is just so fantastic. Walking, dancing is another one. And then when I do a little dancing in the living room, it reminds me of all my days of dancing in the past. I used to love to dance. My husband liked to dance, but most importantly, everybody would dance together. Women, men would even dance with each other. We would have so much fun. Back in the commune years, we would dance out on the patio and just dance all night long. It was I hesitate to dance until I decided to dance. I hesitated because I didn't, when I dance, it releases all of these endorphins and memories of my past of carefree fun. So, what are your moments of carefree fun that you can hang on to and practice and not avoid it and not pretend that they don't exist? What are those things? What are they? I'm going to see if my violin is still in tune. I mean, this is the most amazing thing. It's so happy that I've picked it up again, even if only to tune it. So, boomers, you are not too old, and it's never too late to do the things that you have always wanted to do, or maybe you wanted to pick up again. It's never too late, and you're never too old. It's never too late, and you're never too old. You're never too old, and it's never too late. That is something that I think our culture wants us to believe, that we are too old and it is too late, and too many of us are into that mindset. And I want you to know that you are never too old and it's never too late. So, what has it been that you wanted to accomplish in your lifetime? And I'm not talking about a bucket list, really. I'm talking about a desire that you've always had that you have never fulfilled. It could even be in this political campaign that's coming up. We boomers have a lot to fight for, our Social Security and our Medicare. Those things will be taken away in the Trump administration. Health care for most people will be taken away. And that the reason for all of that is because it helps the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And I think in a lot of ways, it's something that as boomers, we need to get active in our politics for the young people, for ourselves, for the rest of our lives, for our animals, for the plants, for the planet. The planet, we need to really fight for the planet. Because Donald Trump believes that the planet and climate change is a hoax. So he would like to stop all of these things and just grind it into the ground. And we're talking about a lot of pollution, a lot of sad things that will definitely happen under 2025, Project 2025. He may have stepped away from it, but it's a joke. Everything he does is a lie. So, boomers, get politically active. Don't think for a moment that your rights will remain intact if you vote for Donald Trump. I'm serious, very serious. In the meantime, pick up something that you've always wanted to do, whatever that might be. What might that be? For me, it is the violin. For me, it is getting back to dancing. And when it cools down a little bit, it is for me to start walking again with my little doggie, and maybe even Pearl will want to come along because she's getting stronger too. We're all getting stronger because we have a will to live. Picking up this violin again shows that I have a will to live. To dance like there's no tomorrow, to dance as if nobody is looking, is an act of optimism, of faith, love for self, getting the blood moving, and getting active in the most hopeful campaign I have ever seen. We need to fight for it. We need to love for it. We need to play for it. Because in the end, this is the life we're living. I believe that we will live other lives, but we must wholeheartedly put our strength into the here and now, into this life that we're living, and don't allow your mind to wander. Keep at it. This 15-minute a day thing is really cool. And what is your 15 minutes?